Now, we've all seen 2.6 cycle, but this is the real 2.6 cycle right here. Golden Knight, Bowler, you already know the drill. Let's hop into some matches and see if we can win. Here we go in our first match against this guy, and I have not played the Bowler Sus Bush deck since the Bowler Hero got released, and I figured now was a good time to try it out. I will say this is going to be pretty difficult to win with because I think that just the meta decks are going to absolutely demolish it, but I'm going to try my best anyways and try and have some successful matches at least for your entertainment. Just going to go for the Sus Bush on the right-hand side and keep the pressure on. Now, if you have never seen me play this deck or a version of this deck, I always change it up because, you know, I want to try and find what's easiest to play in this meta with it. But basically, I'm pretty much going to be spamming the whole game. Let's go for a Dark Goblin here. Hopefully that can clean up the Skarmy without too much damage. Low-key, Dark Goblin's shooting pretty slow right there. I thought it was going to be a little bit faster. Did they nerf the hit speed? I think they did a while back now. I don't know. When I say a while back, I say like a few months, I think. But anyways, Dark Goblin's going to do a decent job. Looks like he has Giant Sparky. Now, I don't really have any Sparky counters, but we do have a really cheap cycle deck, obviously 2.6. So we can probably distract it for a while if he does end up going for one. Or, best case scenario, we don't even let him build a Sparky push at all. We're just kind of spamming him the whole game. He does go for the Skarmy, but of course both those wall breakers will nicely connect now since he doesn't have arrows in rotation. And not a horrible start. Now, I chose Tornado with this deck because I feel like with Bowler and Golden Knights, you kind of have to have it. If you want to get connections consistently. Now, I could have ran Log. You could also put in different spells, but I also wanted it to be 2.6 just for the fast cycle aspect. So I think this is the best version I could have came up with. But just gonna go for the Ice Spirit like this right here. It is kind of odd having just a NATO as your only spell because, you know, usually you have a Log, Barb Barrel, something along those lines to synergize with it and clean up the support, small ground stuff. Like, for example, this guy's got Skarmy. I'm gonna go all in because I don't think I can stop a Sparky. He is gonna Giant Kite, which actually isn't the end of the world because I can go for an early Dark Goblin, and since it is still single elixir, he's gonna have to arrows that. Yep, and then I think we can just go for a Bowler low. Hopefully we can survive this. I'm a little scared, but he does have the Evo Minion Horde, which I don't have any counters to. Oh my goodness gracious, he goes for the Evo Skarmy the bridge. I'm gonna go Ice Spirit Wall Breakers the middle just to buy myself some time, and then I'm just gonna drop a Golden Knight right here to make sure the Sparky doesn't shoot. I guess I'll go ahead and pop the ability as well. Yeah, not too bad. He does go for a Sparky in the back again. I mean, honestly, wait, what if I pop my ability here and force him to Giant early, and then honestly, I think I just go for another Bowler and then pop the ability again. This is such an awkward way to defend, but I think it might work out, potentially. He does just straight up Evo Horde, which is, of course, something I cannot deal with, but I can distract it, so that's kind of the bright side here. Let's get Dark Goggins down low, Ice Spirit like this. I really need my Dark Goblin to be Dark Goggins here today. Especially in this match specifically, but thankfully the Wall Breaker Kite is just going to do enough to pull that back, and then I can just go ahead and drop down a NATO late on top of this mini P.E.K.K.A. Skellies for the Sparky. Oh my gosh, this deck is cycling so perfectly right now. It's amazing to witness, and we are going to actually survive another day. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and wait. He's probably going to go for a Sparky. You know what? I'm not going to wait. Let's get aggressive. I'm going to go for the Golden Knight Wall Breakers. Okay, this could work out. Come on, Dark Goblin. You got to do more than that. All right, that's fine. He uses arrows. I can pop my ability here. Wait, Golden Knight's on tower. Come on, two more, one more. Yes. Oh my goodness, we escaped that game somehow without taking any Sparky damage and actually winning. Okay, we are in the next match here against this guy. Just gonna go for the Wall Breakers first play. I'm pretty much gonna be playing super aggressive early on because you gotta get some early damage with this deck. It definitely is better in single because you can just pressure constantly. But once you get to double and triple, people start stacking their support cards, and man, it gets hard. But just gonna go for the Ice Spirit like this in front of my Dark Goblin, and of course he's gonna have to zap that as well. Perfect. Wait, I can grab the King Tower activation too with that Ghost if he lets it go. So what I'm going to do to make sure he lets it go is pressure him with these Wall Breakers. He has to go for a defensive Fireball. That's a big mistake. I don't know if you want to consider it a mistake or just like a desperation defense, but then Bush on the right-hand side is also going to pressure him, and we have King Tower activation. So perfect start right here. Literally couldn't ask for anything better. It looks like it's going to be P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. We don't have necessarily one great card against the P.E.K.K.A. specifically, but we do have multiple range cards, Dark Goblin, Bowler, and with the Bowler's new ability, you can kind of defend more area of the map with it if you need to, so it's kind of interesting. I don't even use heroes ever, so, well, not ever, but like rarely, except for videos. So I'm not that good with like Bowler Hero and stuff with the Tornado combination. Maybe I should try and get better at it, but just gonna go for the Dark Goblin down low right here, and then just Bush the bridge to keep the pressure on. I don't want to allow him to ever go for a multiple unit push in single here. Let's go for the Skellies like this, then Ice Spirit as well to block that Magic Archer from doing any damage to me. And then I guess, yeah, I'm gonna Golden Knight this just so we have a counter push. I could have maybe Wall Breaker splitted and probably defended as well, but I'd like to have some pressure going towards him more. So he's probably going to play. What does he have in cycle right now? Is he back to... Actually, he's not back to Ewiz, is he? I can't remember. But just going to go for my wall breakers like this. Bandit does come down. Okay, that's fair. But one wall breaker will connect on that left-hand lane. And him battle ram kiting actually helps me because I get a free bowler, basically, a 1 elixir bowler. And of course, it's going to have maximum HP. And I can use the ability for offensive pressure as well. That's the other thing about this card. Like, I don't even think about it too much. But I can just go for the ability here and force him to play things on it. There's a bowler on tower. That's 3 hits. And those 3 hits are no joke, by the way. That is quite a bit of damage. He fireballs the Dark Goblin. Interesting. I don't know about that. In this situation, Zap does come down, though, for the wall breakers, unfortunately for me. And I could have maybe been quick right there with a Tornado. Is that going to hit anyways? Bro, Bowler needs a nerf, I'm telling you. I will always say this base card needs a nerf. It's crazy broken. I'm going to go for the bush over here. Looking for a nice Tornado Goldenite Bowler combination in this situation would be nice. I'm going to pop my ability, go for the Bowler in the back, and take our time. And no rush. He's forced to go for a late ram. To block my Golden Knight from connecting, and I think, honestly, overall, we're doing great. Let's go for the Ice Spirit like this, get another Golden Knight down on this right-hand lane, and then go for the Wall Breakers again. I'm going to go ahead and drop a second Bowler since he P.E.K.'d. He might go for the ability, he does, but that's still fine, though. Oh, man, we can pop my own Bowler ability here, I think, and just have, like, infinite pressure. I'm going to go for my Golden Knight first. I'm going to go ahead and just Tornado everything together so these Bowlers can get on tower. Please, beautiful. That's 2 Bowler rolls on tower. Wow, look at the DPS. We just got, like, 1,000 right away. I didn't even have to go for my ability. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kite this back with my wall breakers. I should have Golden Knight ability, but I was low-key locked in on this defense. Let's go for the Bowler down low, and then that should get down in time. Okay, whew. It's going to get a connection on my tower, which kind of sucks, but at least we don't lose the game to that Ram. Sometimes Evo Ram, whenever you don't have any Elixir, can be the scariest card in the game. I think you guys probably know that from experience if you ever played against it, but just going to go for the Dark Up in the middle here. And I'm curious, do you guys, like, actually play this game daily? Because a lot of people say they just watch me now, even though they don't play the game anymore, but I think there's still the majority of you that play consistently. I don't know, I'm kind of curious to hear, so I guess you could let me know down below. But I'm just going to go for the Golden Knight on the right-hand lane on top of this Ghost. He also rams into that. That's fine because we have King to activation. So that ram connecting with my tower doesn't really change much in terms of, like, the situation this game is at right now. I'm going to Wall Breakers, too, because, oh, shoot, I messed that up. I didn't want that Magic Archer to connect to my tower. It's okay, though, I guess. He's forced to go for a Ewiz late. What I'm going to do is go for my Ice Spirit low for this Bandit, then Golden Knight the bridge over here on this other side. And all things considered, we're doing pretty well. I could maybe go for a Tornado, but I'm just going to pressure him really hard right now on both lanes. And then, go for the bush on this right-hand side, too. So the wall breaker is going to connect perfect. I can also just go for the Ice Spirit with this bush. Okay, Magic Archer comes down. I need really good defense. I need Bowler value. That is what I need right now. Let's go ahead and let that Bowler cook. I'm going to go for my Golden Knight for the E-Wizard. Okay, perfect. Bowler's cooking. I'm going to pull this back to make sure the Bowler stays alive as well. And just go for another set of wall breakers. Use the Golden Knight ability to be annoying. And also, this Bowler is still alive, so I can just go ahead and pop its ability now. Dude, the Golden Knight connected. I wasn't even paying attention. I was focused on the left-hand side. But that's going to be GG's, I think, for the most part. A late P.E.K.K.A comes down on top of that Bowler, but I can just protect it for a second. Go for the Larrys. The Evo Dark Goblin has already struck, and you guys know this card got a buff. I'm going to pop my Bowler's ability, go for another Bowler. I can't even keep up. Bowler is everywhere. Sus Bush. Oh, Bowler again. Oh, my goodness. One more shot. Man, this card is literally Steph Curry. This card is so broken, dude. Okay, up against Innie in this next match right here. Just going to go for the Wall Breaker split first play and an Ice Spirit on this left-hand side for a bit of added pressure. Now, Ice Spirit plus Goblins comes down from him. Okay. Oh, also an instant hog. That was kind of bad timing, so I had already really, like, selected my Dart Gob. I'm going to go for the Skellies up top, too. No, I just completely sold. Not really, but we're going to take a Goblin hit now, which is going to suck. Actually, 2 Goblin hits, right? So I'm just going to have my Ice Spirit ready for the Goblin ability. Perfect. And then he does go for the Valk, so our Wall Breaker should connect. He does go for the late last-second Tornado. Messes it up a little bit, so we do get one connection. Sometimes the Wall Breakers are, like, impossible to NATO, I swear, without taking that one hit, and other times they're just easy to NATO without taking that one hit. It's kind of a weird card, in my opinion. I know there's, like, something with the timing, but I swear it's just not consistent, even if you are doing it the same way every time. But anyways, we are in a decent situation. I don't know how to feel about this one, because Valk and Xe are definitely going to cook our deck pretty hard. He could probably Rocket Cycle us if I let him, but of course, the goal is going to be to pressure him, so he cannot do that. I'm going to go for the Wall Breakers to kite this back, and then Ice Spirit too, to make sure we don't take any cheeky Goblin stabs this time. And a Valkyrie does come down late. No Hog in cycle, so there's no immediate danger from the opponent, unless he goes for, like, a crazy Xe Tornado at the bridge, which, honestly, I've been seeing. There was, like, 40 Xes in the top 200 yesterday, so I think it's time, Supercell. The card needs a nerf, good grief. There's so many cards that could still use a nerf. I mean, I could list 3 right now. Bowler, Xe Golden Knight, bang, just like that. But I'm just going to let that Bowler do its thing. Unfortunately, it's going to miss the Ice Spirit. That is the one downside to the Bowler hero, is that it isn't really consistent. I think the way to change the card, if they want to make it more like consistent overall, is they could make it kind of have the thing with the firecracker, like the firecracker does, where it's not missing these random shots on the cheap elixir cards, which also, you know, nerfs cycle decks in a way that are really, really good, obviously, right now and always have been. But they need to nerf the radius of the bowler, like basically make it just a single targeting thing, not a splash damage thing, would be maybe the way to change it, in my opinion. But just gonna go for the breakers here in front of this Dark Goblin Evo. Oh my goodness, Evo Dark Goblin just lock on tower 2, beautiful. He didn't have elixir for that Valkyrie, and now look at the damage we just the damage lead we just jumped into right there. A hog comes down once again, just going to go for a late tornado on top of that hog rider, and we should be completely okay. I'm going to wall breakers left hand side, still want to pressure lightly on both lanes. You don't want to fully commit to one side because, like I said, you don't have any spells, so the second you commit to one lane, they're just going to stack their support cards over and over and over again on you. So it's good. It's better to be safe than sorry. But just gonna go for my Valkyrie, not my Valkyrie, my bowler ability. He Valkyries rather, and then I can just go for my Golden Knight up top right now, and then bowler's gonna hopefully do enough to kill that XE. It does actually. Wow, I was gonna say it does not, but it gets that last shot somehow magically. That is the brokenness of the bowler in full effect right there. But just gonna go. Oh no, I pressed the wrong ability. I meant to Golden Knight. We still get the dash, dude. I meant to Golden Knight, not put the bowler ability. That's funny. I just lit 2 elixir on fire basically right there. But honestly, it's okay. Like, we still are in a good situation. We got some damage with that Golden Knight on the other side, so I would say it wasn't all bad. But just gonna go Dark up in the middle, try and catch him off guard, and hopefully, yeah, we can kill that Executioner. That would be pretty epic. I'm gonna go Golden Knight Breakers. He just Valkyried. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna use my ability. No, it dashed. That sucks. Let's go for the bowler on this right hand side as well to hopefully kill that Executioner. Not too shabby. Dude, bowler's so good. It's actually insane. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Spear like this. That shouldn't even connect on our tower now, I'm pretty sure, because no way. Okay, bowler, you just sold me. I just hyped you up and then you missed the roll on the hog. That's rage bait, but it's fine. I can just pop my ability like this, go for the Golden Knight in front. There's the Executioner. I'm just going to pop my Golden Knight's ability to make sure that dies quickly. And then, of course, this Valkyrie is going to get taken care of by my Evo Dart. The bush on the right-hand side is going to provide a pressure and force out the log. He actually logged, so now this Dark Goblin could get some good value here. And the Ice Spirit connects on tower as well. Come on, Dark Goblin, go to tower, yes! Oh, Evo Dark Goblin clutching. And the bowler's connecting. Oh, no, it's not connecting, but it's still got some good pressure on this right-hand side. Now it's connecting with that Dark Goblin, and we have a huge lead. We're going to go for the Dark Goblin in the middle again. He cannot Rocket Cyclist now because we have such a huge, massive lead. And there comes the Valk, so I'm expecting a hog. Let me predict with the bowler. That works. He's starting to think things are funny. I'm going to go for the Dark Goblin Evolution, and he also has to overcommit on that bush. We don't get any damage, but what we do is force out a bunch of elixir. I can go for the Wall Breakers like this since he just logged, and man, we are cooking right now in this situation. Wall Breaker connect? Oh, almost. Now, I'm going to go for the Dark Goblin right here. He's probably going to hog XE the right-hand side. I know he's going to do it. Yep, it was so obvious because he's desperate, and he didn't really have any other play. I'm just going to go for the NATO again like this right here, and then I can use my Golden Knight's ability to kill that Executioner, and Bowler's going to hopefully provide some pressure. I can go for another Dark Goblin in the middle, and man, I think this deck is so fun to play. Let's go for the bush. The Wall Breaker connects. Come on, Bowler. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, as always, enjoy the Butch clip. It's a cute one, and have a great rest of your day. And yeah, peace.